Good evening, everyone. My name is Stuart White and I'm the Director of the Institute for Sustainable Futures here at UTS, and delighted to welcome you to this national series of public forums called One Just World: Think, Talk, Act on Global Poverty and Development. And I'd like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, on whose traditional lands we are meeting. This series is an initiative sponsored by the Australian Government's International Development Agency, AusAid, and in partnership with the International Women's Development Agency and World Vision Australia. These organisations are joined by a university partner in each city, and here in Sydney it's the Institute for Sustainable Futures at UTS. And we're delighted to see you here tonight at this forum, The Human Face of Climate Change. And before I introduce my first speaker, or the speakers generally, I just want to say a few words about the One Just World series. And this series is about providing a platform for ideas and conversations about important development issues and how these might be addressed, to enable you to question people directly involved in development, make your own suggestions and find out more about ways in which you can contribute and get involved. And we've been really cheered to see the number of people who've turned out through these series of fora. Tonight's focus is a very immediate one, considering the current debate in Federal Parliament about the Carbon Pollution Reduction Scheme and the UN Climate Change Conference in Copenhagen in December. The majority of the world's scientists have agreed that climate change and all that it brings with it, warmer temperatures, melting ice caps, rising seas and increasing extreme weather events, are with us now and can only be mitigated by reducing our greenhouse gases and other wastes. And we can see the obvious effects of this in extreme storms, droughts and floods and rising seas. But what does this actually mean for people, especially the poor? What happens when you lose your land and risk losing your nation to climate change? Do you become a refugee in your own country? What will be the effects on women and children, who are often the most vulnerable? What do we expect of developed nations such as Australia in terms of action and aid? What responsibilities does Australia have towards our neighbours? What are Australia's options for responding to the present and future impacts of climate change on neighbouring countries? And indeed, what are the social, environmental and economic consequences? Tonight's speakers, Frank Iozzo, Aka Rimon and Deepa Gupta, will offer us some expert and real-life insights into the problems and hopefully some solutions